questions that I've been asked frequently, which is fastest way to lose body fat. I can tell you now that one of the most important parts of losing the body fat is the diet, nutrition. You're talking about over 65-70% of losing body fat, losing weight, is the diet. So a lot of people say, well, how can I lose it? I don't really work out much. Well, first of all, you gotta get a healthier, cleaner diet. So when you want to change your diet, it takes a little time, but you have to start off slow. I know for a lot of people it's hard to get going, but the best way to do that is to go with fresh vegetables, fresh food, non-processed food, and you want to do higher proteins. To get in a little more in depth about the different types of food, you want to do simple carbs and complex carbs that are fresh. You want to do protein that is fresh. You want to do vegetables that are fresh. So you want to go and stay more to the outsides of the grocery store, and in order to get those types of foods, even though you do fresh fruits, you still want to keep that to a minimum. If you talk about intake of sugar on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, if you start to add up those, even though they're fresh fruits, your simple carbs, which are sugars, start to add up. So you can start to keep that weight on because of those natural fruits, which are sugars. When we talk about complex carbs, those are your rice, potatoes, grain, any kind of grain, oatmeal, non-processed, natural types of food. You want to keep those again to a minimum. But again, it's all in moderation. The diet's in moderation, just like the bad eating's in moderation. You don't want to jump right into it. Another aspect of losing the body fat, of course, is weight training, cardiovascular exercise. You want to make sure that you're doing cardio, which most people tend to try to do, but it doesn't really matter if the diet isn't right. You can work out all day long, every day, 7 days a week. You can do cardio 7 days a week and still not get anywhere. A lot of people say, well, I'm never getting anywhere. I don't see any abs. If you're not dieting right and you're not doing your training, your cardiovascular, it's not going to change. So weight training and cardiovascular exercise, those go together with the diet and nutrition. Weight training is essential to build lean muscle. And in order to build lean muscle, you must eat protein. So we're not talking about pounding down a bunch of protein shakes. We're not talking about having a bunch of protein bars. We're talking about clean, natural food. We're not talking about processed lunch meat. We're talking about only fresh meat. Chicken, steak, fish that are low in fat. When we talk about the vegetables, you want to try to stay away from frozen cans. You want to go only with the fresh vegetables. So again, that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, you have the byproducts that come with all the canned and frozen vegetables. And the reason why you want to build lean muscle is because, of course, when you build more muscle, you burn more body fat. So, is it important to do cardio? Of course. But alone, is that going to burn body fat? No. You have to build lean muscle in order to burn body fat. And that's one of the reasons why all these things work together cohesively. You work as a unit to bring down your body fat. If you have other questions, definitely visit me at www.dietwhatnots.com. Again, this is Curtis, Diet Whatnots. Train hard, eat well.